Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you guys having a great Tuesday, and thank you guys for joining me talking all things Masters of the Universe or Origins-based figures. Because today we're looking at the next series 1 figure of the WWE Superstars toy line or Origins toy line, and that of Hollywood Hogan. So this whole toy line, guys, is purely wrestling. So the next figure in the line, of course, it will be Hollywood Hogan. We'll take a look at him in the packaging. Of course, we'll look at the amazing artwork of him. The figure itself, and of course and we'll go from there. All right, so here we go. This is Hollywood Hogan right here, part of the Origins-based Superstars toy line from Mattel, a Walmart exclusive. There he is, in the packaging. His artwork right, his glamour shot. WWE Superstars, the Mattel logo. Figure himself right there. The first version. We are getting more Hogans pretty soon. Or I guess he is out now. You have the NWO famous belt right there, of the World Championship belt right there. He is part of Series 1. Of course, like in my first review of Honky Tonk, this is my first attempt of collecting wrestling figures. I am a big wrestling fan, guys, but I'm not a big wrestling toy collector or figure collector. This is my first real attempt to get pure wrestling figures, Origins-based figures right here. There we go. The background, or the back of the box right here. There he is. The WWE Superstars right there. Hogan right there again. Hollywood Hogan. When you are NWO, you are NWO for life. Too sweet. What you gonna do when the New World Order runs wild on you? And I remember when Hogan, became like the bad guy, at Bash at the Beach, when he became the third member of the MWO. I remember that very clearly. And there's a documentary, guys, on YouTube about the rise of the NWO. And it was in Hogan's contract, apparently, according to Scott Hall. If you watch that documentary, spoilers, that he had full rights of this. He could have gone good or bad. And if he did become still good, if he took on Scott Hall and Kevin Nash, it would have been Sting who would have been the third member of the NWO. So, and Scott Hall goes, I'm so happy that Hogan did, decide to join us, because the whole Sting thing with the whole Crow thing, I think was a much better change, or for him, because he's been running that Crow Sting thing for a long time now. So I think before he was the Surfer Sting. But it's a very interesting documentary, guys. If you are interested in watching it, about the whole NWO thing that pretty much changed the shape of the wrestling industry, because after that I could have, having the good guy becoming the bad guy, and like seeing the ring full of garbage and trash, that's something that, up to that point, we never saw, really. So, I mean, the whole look and the landscape of the, wrestling world, turned, over, and changed, like, with that one, of Hogan becoming the bad guy. So So it's very cool to have this figure, and thanks to a good friend of mine, Hoss, who got this figure for me. For him. So thank you, Hoss, for that. The glasses can be removed right there, guys. You can remove the glasses. I'm probably sure you can probably remove the bandana as well. 5.5 scale, like all the Origins figures. Also the boots, we have that really cool detail of the Hogan right there, with the lightning right there. Soft, good, coat right there. The shirt can be removed with Velcro, so you can remove the shirt if you wish. Got the nice white belt right there, Hollywood right there. And of course, the NWO, famous, spray paint NWO sign right there on the World Championship belt right there. Like all Origins figures, you can remove the arms, you can remove the head if you wish. You can probably remove it, the figure from the torso and change it up and customize it, like all Origins figures. So very, very cool, because you got the Hollywood Hogan right there. Series 1. all the crossover of the other figures in the line right here. And I've done one for a review for Honky Tonk. Tomorrow we'll look at Ric Flair, the Nature Boy, and then we'll do Bray Wyatt. Of course, in Series 2, we did get Kevin Nash and Scott Hall for the Outsiders. So we have all three, main, founding, figures for the NWO in this toy line. Very cool, guys. And also, like I said before, this is a great toy line, but a very frustrating one. And since I'm not the biggest, wrestling collector, I could take a more, like I said before in the Honky Tonk review yesterday, I could take a more mellowed, laid back approach of collecting these figures. I don't have to, I could take my time. I could wait, but I'm sure all the hardcore wrestling figure fans, who's been collecting wrestling figures for decades, I'm sure you guys, unless you have found them all, that's great, are finding it a little bit frustrating with this particular toy line here, this Superstars toy line, because a lot of these figures are peg warming right now, and so I don't know, what series they're on right now. They barely put out where I'm at, Series 5. And maybe Series 6, I don't know. I don't even know what series the other Hogan is. And the other Hogan has a chase version. He has a full red jumpsuit on, and the chase version is his blue trunks and boots. So the only way you can find out if it's a chase or not, the other version of him, of course, is his yellow, his more classic look, his more yellow trunks and yellow boots. Of course, like I said, the chase version of him that just came out from Walmart has the blue trunks and boots, so you have to look for the boots. If the boots are blue for Series 6 or maybe Series 7, you would have found the chase version of him. So, but very cool. I mean, and just like I said, it's just frustrating, having, a great toy line here, and it just takes their time getting these figures out to the public. But I guess you can, if you try maybe Walmart on, Walmart, or ringsidecollectibles.com, you might find them there, if you are interested in this toy line here. And of course they have that old school Origins body type, and I say old school because of, we got that cartoon collection that just came out, or just coming out very soon, and their body type's a little bit different, than this one right here. With the Master Universe figures, guys. Of course, like in before, if you're new to the channel, there's a nice, cool effect. If you put the box art, all four figures, it just sprays a nice, artwork of all the figures. They connect. So yeah, so like I said, it was it was very cool, and no one ever expected Hogan, to become the bad guy. He was always a good guy. He always told kids to eat their vitamins and stuff like that, and he was the hero to a lot of kids. And for that, for him to become the bad guy was a big risk because what was his name? The owner of WCW, or the guy, I can't remember. He's on the tip of my tongue, guys. I'm so sorry. Shoot, it's right there. I can't remember his name. He's the one who told him you should become the bad guy. He thought up this whole NWO thing. God almighty, I can't remember. Anyway, sorry guys. I'm sure in the comments below, if you can let me know who was the Eric Bischoff. There it is. Eric Bischoff was the creator of the NWO, and with Scott Hall and Kevin Nash. And like I said, this was Hogan's choice. In his contract, he didn't have to be Hollywood Hogan. He could have remained this plain Jane, good guy Hogan, in the wrestling world, and it would have been Sting, like I said, would have been the third member. And I'm glad this, worked out as it did, because, I think Sting's career skyrocketed when he became that whole Crow Sting, very, for 1 year. He didn't even talk at all, which was really, really cool, and Sting being a very hyper, very, energetic, wrestling figure, wrestling person, for him to do that for 1 whole year was incredible. Of course, he became part of the Wolfpack, the Wolfpack Sting. But, But this was a great time, for the whole Monday Night Wars and stuff like that. And WCW, for a time there, we're beating. Of course, if you have been a long time wrestling fan, you already know this. But WCW was winning the Monday Night Wars, rating wars, over WWE, who's been dominating for years, and for a Ted Turner, just finally, making some ground way and stuff like that, and becoming like the #1 popular show for wrestling fans was amazing. And all thanks to of this guy right here and the whole NWO theme right here. But there we go. There he is. Like the softwood fabric right there. Does the boot have? Yep. The other boot does have the same NWO Hogan fixture right there. Very cool. Great attention to detail. He might come with extra fists and stuff like that. Of course, he does come with that NWO belt. Alright, guys. One more look at Hollywood Hogan before we close it up. And I really do hope we get more figures, guys, really soon. For everyone, who's been waiting and collecting these, I like that, and it's because of the fact of the of course, the Origins base. Like I said before, if they weren't Origins base, I probably wouldn't be collecting these at all. But I'm happy they are, and if they weren't, I mean, I'm sure these would have been great collecting, figures for, all, wrestling fans. It's because of that, and the fact that, the Masters of the WWE universe, that I got fully interested in these Superstars toy line right here. Alright, guys. There you go. There's Hollywood Hogan. Alright, guys. I'm going to take the time now to thank my subscribers. If you made it this far in the channel and subscribed, I love talking to you guys. All things Origins base, like the, Superstars toy line. Of course, we know the Masters Universe Origins toy line, the Masterverse, line, the CGI line. Share this video, guys. I'm sorry. Hit that like button, guys, and thank you for doing that so much. And I really appreciate it. And hit that, and please hit that notification bell when upload new videos. Of course, tomorrow we'll be looking at, of course, the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. There he is. There's a good old Nature Boy. And I might have to get a second one because my box right there is a little bit damaged right there. I just noticed that. But we'll take a look at Nature Boy. We'll look at him and, of course, his artwork and stuff like that on the channel tomorrow. Alright, share this video, guys, who has a passion for collecting all things Origins, like the Superstars line, like the Master Universe Origins line, like all things Master Universe, like Masterverse, CGI, over 40 years of this incredible product. And Mattel's been giving us, whatever it is, if it is Origins based, like wrestling figures, or WWE, Master Universe figures, Masterverse or CGI, or 80s or classics, or Super 7s or 2000X. So guys, hope you guys have a great Tuesday, and I'll see you guys on Wednesday, and we'll be taking a look at the Nature Boy Ric Flair. Take care, guys, and have a good one.